All right, then, love. All right. Well, welcome to episode 82 of the Buzz Files. If you watched episode 81, Sam had a little mishap with the shotgun we attempted at the end of the show. We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to lock in on.
I was so much better at them in my 20s.
So, all right, I wanna.
In my 20s,
right, I just want to demonstrate. So.
Is that empty?
Yeah, this one's empty. So when you pop them, you have to go this side down. I don't want to, I guess I won't spill because it's empty. Poke the hole here. Because I threw it off. I did the last one, I cracked it here. You have to get your mouth here, and then you crack it. So Sam went, and it just
Sometimes
everywhere.
you have to put your mouth before it spurts.
So we got the little baby beer funnel. Sam's gonna do a funnel to start us off here on the creepypasta episode.
I'm doing it?
I thought you were, yeah. Because you didn't do one last one. Do you want me to handle this too? Because I don't want you to pour beer all over yourself. What?
I'm trying to figure out which one's warmer.
In case you haven't watched our other episodes, the key to a good shotgun, a good funnel, you don't have not a freezing
not too cold, but not too warm.
Hold that up, okay?
That's what he said.
I feel so. That's part of the problem with this one. It's too small. Maybe we should just break down and buy the Joe Rogan American Eagle one.
See the way my checking and savings set up?
$40.
Don't spill it. I don't want to smell like beer going to bed. I already had to change my clothes. I had to change everything.
Right, I'm going to burp this thing, okay? All right.
Don't burp by the electrical wires.
That's fine. Just get all that. You'll thank me. There you go. All right.
So what am I supposed to do?
Nope, don't touch this. You're not allowed to touch this stuff anymore because you don't understand just basic physics and how liquid flows. Put your mouth on it, and I'm going to raise this up.
You told me that the other night. Just put your mouth on it.
No, stop raising it up. Go to it.
That's what you said.
All right, ready? There you go. Look at that. That works way better. Way better. I'm just going to pour this out by the
You just pour it out? Huh? I have to clean that up tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. Whew. All right. Since I did, I'm not going to do one. You're doing a new one.
No, you're not.
Okay, that's fine.
I need you mobilized in the morning.
All right, Ann. Whew! Lord.
Fuck me.
Man. Empty beer shit. Oh.
No, I'm tired. Can I go to sleep?
No. You gotta listen to me tell a scary story. Feels like a T-Rex. It's still leaking.
You should put that in next to my burp. The T-Rex yelling in Jurassic World.
Oh, Lord. Let me get a beer here. This is not the creepy pasta brand. Typically, this is our normal podcast, the Birds.
You made me do that.
I know.
That's on you.
I know.
I can't control it.
I'm so sorry. I want to say this though. Looking for episodes. Okay. I struggled with this. I feel like a lot of the stuff posted on Reddit is AI because it's 2 paragraphs, and it's where you can type in ChatGPT or what's the other one? Okay. You can type in, give me a story about blah blah blah, whatever, and ChatGPT will spit out a little 2 or 3 paragraph. Most of the stories on Reddit seem to be that now, and the problem is they're too short for what we're looking for. So if
you have to go back into it and say, give me this, edit this, give me
Right.
more of this, less of this.
People could put a little bit more effort into. If you're going to use AI, at least use it. But what I want to get to, if you have a creepypasta story you want me to read that you actually wrote, send it to us. Okay, so
When you say actually wrote, you mean like they use the Copilot to
no, some people like there are actual writers still that write these.
Oh.
You can tell some of the ones. So here's my problem I found when looking for these. Some of them would take us 10 minutes to read, and some of them would take an hour and a half. I'm trying to find that middle
10,
ground.
15 minutes.
Well, even 20 or 30 minutes. It just can't be. Or the ones where there are multiple parts are a struggle too because.
Your line is wet.
Well, my wife spilled beer all over me in the last episode.
Don't touch me. You're rubbing my self tanner.
If we can get some, and if we find a really good one that's multiple parts, then we can do it. We'll do part 1 week and part 2 the next week. And
What about the one that our oldest wrote?
he lost part of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, he wrote like it was pretty long. And he sent me one. He's like, "Are you going to read mine?" And I said, "Well, buddy, it's only like it's 10 minutes because he wrote it kind of quick. He used like the Chat GPT thing, and they're cool, but you've got to go in and I feel like Chat GPT kind of gives you a framework for it, but then you got to write your own stuff on it. You got to add to it and stuff.
Oh, Copilot writes the whole
Yeah.
big thing because I have a speech I have to do on Monday, and I put it in Copilot. Done.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's get into this one. But if you've got some, shoot us a message or comment on the post and say, "Hey, I've got one," and we'll figure out a way, whether it's email or you can send it to me on Reddit or whatever. We'll figure out a way. But just message me, we'll get it so we can take a look at it and see if we can read it. Huh?
Are you reading someone else's?
Yeah, I found one. I finally committed to one. I looked hard. I did more research on this than I do on our normal podcast because a lot of them that I looked at, like I said, were too short, too long, or some of the ones that I like. And I want to say this: the first one that we read last week was not very good, and I was trying to be nice, but it just kind of it is what it is, and wasn't a great story. The second one I liked a lot. You know,
That one I did. We
With
had
the
we
dog.
had some questions.
yes. And-
Which that's the whole point in reading something. And maybe that's why I don't like reading is sometimes there's no question. You can't ask questions. Like if you're reading by yourself. Maybe that's why people do book groups.
yeah.
They do like the book reading groups where everybody gets together. You talk about how'd you read this passage? How'd
Yeah.
you read it? Whatever. Maybe I should find a book club because then I would actually enjoy reading.
Yeah.
But when I read it, I'm like, eh.
Well,
So I don't enjoy reading.
I did not read this one. I skimmed it to see how long it was, just to make sure it wasn't something that was going to take us an hour to read. But I went through it, and I thought the title is a lot of times when I'm looking at it, it kind of grabs me. I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool idea," and then to try to see if it's something we want to read.
If
So
this one's a bust, can we read mine?
we'll see. I don't know how long this one will take, but maybe we can work on yours next week and do it. If this one takes too long, I'm just saying. I don't know. This one's got some link to it, but I don't know how long it'll take us to go through it.
Okay.
All right, so this is by Gamal Frank. It's Gamal Frank. Okay, and I found this on Reddit. The title is "My father had one rule: we were forbidden from acknowledging my mother. I broke it. Now I understand why."
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of darkness. Okay. You don't like that? All right. Are you ready?
I'm gonna put my foot up here.
All right. I need to start from the beginning. I need to try and make sense of it for my own sake. For as long as I can remember, my life was been governed by one unbreakable rule. It was never spoken aloud, never written down, never explained. It was a rule learned through punishing silence, through the sharp warning glances of my father threw a pressure in the atmosphere so thick you could feel it on your skin. The rule was simple: we do not acknowledge her. She was my mother. She lived in the house with us. She was as solid and real as the dining table we sat at every night or the stairs I climbed to my bedroom. But to my father, and by extension to me, she was a ghost, and we agreed not to see. That we had agreed not to see. Every morning she would be in the kitchen when I came down for breakfast. She'd be at the stove, a floral apron tied around her waist, and she would turn and smile at me. It was always a sad smile, one that never quite reached her eyes. "Good morning, sweetheart," she would say, her soft voice like rustling leaves. Every morning, I would look right through her, my gaze fixed on the coffee pot on the counter behind her. I'd grab a bowl from the cupboard, pour my own cereal, and sit at the table. My father would already be there, hidden behind his newspaper, a silent monolith. She would sigh a tiny deflated sound and place a third plate on the table between us, a plate of scrambled eggs or pancakes, always cooked perfectly, always destined to grow cold. We would eat our breakfast in silence, the only sounds the scrape of spoons against ceramic and the rustle of my father's paper. The third plate sat there, a testament to our collective delusion, a streaming, fragrant accusation. She would sit in her chair, her hands clasped in her lap, watching us eat, a hopeful, desperate look on her face. Sometimes she would try to start a conversation. "It looks like it might rain today," she'd offer, her voice wavering slightly. "You should take an umbrella to school." My father would just turn the page, the crinkle of the newsprint, sharp and dismissive in the quiet room. I would take a large, noisy bite of my cereal, focusing on the crunch, on anything but the sound of her voice. After a while, she would just fall silent, the hope draining from her face, leaving behind that familiar, deep-seated sadness. All right. My first impression, I know you're going to a dark place where it's like abusive. I'm assuming she's either some kind of ghost or some kind of demon. Okay?
She's a vampire.
It's something weird like that. That's my thought. I didn't read.
She's a vampire.
So I didn't read it, but that's my first thought, because I was thinking this is not nice.
What was the title?
The title?
You said the title is what intrigued you.
My father had one rule: we were forbidden from acknowledging my mother. I broke it. Now I understand why.
Jesus Christ! Why would you pick a? Do you feel that about me?
No. Are you a
Why
demon?
Why would you pick that title?
Because it's interesting. Like I was like, this one's got some meat to it. Like there's a little bit going on here. That's the whole thing I like about some of the creepypasta stuff. Is like because
So you didn't read this?
No, I did not.
You have no idea what we were about to get
into. No
into?
idea. That's what I was like. But it made me think, because when I read the title, my first thought was, what the why? And now I know why. It makes you think. So at some point he's going to talk to her and something bad's going to happen. So that's what I'm saying. It's not an abusive father that just it's not that. There's something deeper going on here. Do you get that? Maybe I'm wrong.
I sure should hope so.
I hope so. I hope it's not
because if it goes fucking sideways, we're ending this shit real fucking quick. Real fucking quick.
It's just an abuse situation where she's just an emotionally broken woman who her children and her husband don't speak to her. I hope it's not that. If it's that, I'm going to be bummed out. Let me crack this one. Hold on.
Don't fucking bring me down on Friday night. I'm
not going to bring you down.
You always talk about how Fridays I'm always high strung.
I got you. We're gonna.
Don't. I've been good. I've been high all day. I only told you to fuck off 3 times today.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Oh man, spilling beer.
Who's spilling beer now?
All right, here we go. Let me get back in this.
Who told you how to pour?
I'm trying to hurry here so I can get back at this. All right.
Your wife didn't teach you that shit.
Dinner was the same. She'd cook a full meal. Sometimes it smelled incredible, filling the house with the scent of roasted chicken or baked bread. She'd set 3 places at the table, complete with napkins and silverware. My father and I would sit and she would serve us, placing food on our plates, her movements graceful in practice. Then she would sit down, fill her own plate, and try to engage us. "How was your day at work?" she would ask my father. He would grunt, his attention fixed on cutting his meat into pieces, geometric shapes. "In school, did you have a big test today?" she would ask me. I would mumble something non-committal, my eyes glued to my plate, shoveling food into my mouth to avoid having to speak. The charade was suffocating. It was a constant, exhausting performance. Every single day was a rehearsal and a live show of pretending this woman, my own mother, did not exist. I grew up in a house with 3 people, but I was raised in a world that only acknowledged 2. For years, I accepted it. Kids accept the most bizarre circumstances as normal because it's all they've ever known. The sun rises, the sky is blue, and we don't talk to mom. It was just a fact of life. I learned to tune her out, to blur her from the edges of my vision. She became a piece of the background, like a painting on the wall you no longer notice. But as I got older, moving into my late teens and my early 20s, the acceptance began to curdle into something else. First, it was confusion, then a deep, gnawing guilt. I started to really look at her. I saw the fine lines of sorrow etched around her eyes. I saw the way her shoulders slumped when we ignored her, the way she would sometimes touch the back of my father's chair as she passed, a longing for contact that was never returned. I saw a woman who was profoundly, devastatingly lonely, trapped in her own home. My perception of my father shifted too. The silent, stoic man I had once seen as a protector started to look like a tyrant. His rule was strange, cruel. It was a calculated daily act of emotional violence. What had she done to deserve this? Had she had an affair? Had she done something unforgivable that I was too young to remember? Whatever it was, the punishment seemed monstrously out of proportion. It was a cold, quiet form of torture, and he had made me his accomplice. The resentment built slowly, a pressure behind my ribs. I started having trouble sleeping. I'd lie in bed and hear the faint sounds of her weeping from her bedroom. It was a soft, muffled sound, the kind of crying you do when you're trying not to wake anyone, and it broke my heart. How could my father lie beside her every night, hear that, and do nothing? What kind of man was he? I began to see his actions as grotesque, form of misogyny, an expression of absolute control. He had erased her, he had stripped her of her voice, her presence, her very existence within the family she had built, and I had helped him. Every silent breakfast, every ignored question, I was tightening the screws. Are you going to be okay?
This better go somewhere dark soon.
I'm like, as I'm reading it, I'm like, Sam hates this already. So much hatred for it. As a mother, you're just like, you son of a bitch, you look at me. I have a feeling it's going to go dark. I'm really hopeful. If it doesn't, well, I'm going to be...
And I mean dark at the point that she's a
gotta
vampire
be a ghost
or
something.
or she's something
It's
bad.
gotta be something. I feel you. That's what I'm hoping to.
If it doesn't, you're ending it.
The breaking point came last Tuesday. It was a miserable rainy day, the kind that makes the whole world feel gray and damp. I was in the living room trying to read, but the words just swam off the page. She came in and stood by the window, watched the rain streak down the glass. She wasn't trying to talk to me. She was standing there, looking out at the world she was a part of but couldn't seem to touch. That's the other thing. So he didn't mention anything about her eating or leaving the house or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm thinking ghost type scenario. You know, like if it's a ghost only they can see or something.
But why can only they see him?
We shall see. She started humming, a simple, sad little lullaby. It was a melody that felt vaguely familiar, like a half-remembered dream. I felt a lump in my throat. I watched her reflection in the dark window pane, a translucent figure against the storm-tossed trees outside. Her shoulders were shaking almost imperceptibly. She was crying again, silently. Something inside me snapped. Years of pent-up guilt, of quiet rebellion, of love for this woman I wasn't allowed to know. All of it came rushing to the surface. It was wrong. The whole thing, this whole life was fundamentally, grotesquely wrong. I couldn't be a part of it anymore. I waited until I heard my father's car pull out of the driveway for his weekly trip to the hardware store. It was a ritual for him. Every Tuesday evening, a couple of hours to himself, the house fell into a new kind of silence, one that wasn't enforced, but was simply empty. Except it wasn't empty. She was still there. I found her in the kitchen, washing the dinner dishes, her back to me. My heart was hammering against my ribs so hard I felt it. I felt like she must be able to hear it. My mouth was dry. It felt like I was about to break a law of physics, like the universe itself might fracture if I spoke. I took a deep breath. Mom? The word felt alien in my mouth, heavy and clumsy. She froze. Her hands submerged in the soapy water went completely still. The silence that followed was more profound than any I had ever experienced in that house. It stretched for what felt like an eternity. Slowly, she turned around. Her face was a mask of disbelief. Her eyes, wide and glistening with tears, were locked on mine. She looked at me as if she were seeing a miracle. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. She just stared, her expression shifting from shock to a dawning, radiant joy that was so pure it was painful to watch. You can see me?" she whispered. Her voice choked with emotion. A single tear traced a path down her cheek. "Oh, my sweet boy, you can finally see me." Her words confused me. They landed strangely, not quite fitting the situation. I took a step closer. "What are you talking about?" I said, my own voice unsteady. "I've always seen you. I see you every day." Her brow furrowed in confusion, but the smile didn't leave her face. It was as if she couldn't bear to let it go. "But you never look at me. You never spoke." "Dad," I said, the word lasting like poison. "It was him. He told me not to. It was his rule. I was a kid. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. But I'm not a kid anymore, and it's wrong. What he's doing to you is wrong." Bro, are you okay? Are you getting like emotional? Understanding washed over her face, followed by a shadow of that old sadness. She reached out and took my hand. Her skin was cold, surprisingly so, like marble that had been left in a cellar, but her grip was firm. Her skin was cold. I'm telling you, she's a freaking ghost. Are you going to be okay? Do you not want to read this? Are you going to make it? Do you want to shotgun another beer? Please don't cry at a creepypasta story. Okay? "Your father," she began, her voice trailing off. She shook her head. "He's had a hard time. He does what he thinks is best, but it's okay now. It's okay. This can be our secret, can it? Just between us." I nodded, my throat too tight to speak. The relief that flooded me was immense, like I'd been holding my breath my entire life and had finally been allowed to exhale. We stood there for a long time, just holding hands in the quiet kitchen. She told me how much she loved me, how much she loved watching me grow up, proud of the man I was becoming. She asked me about school, about my friends, about my life. It was a torrent of questions, years of unspoken love and curiosity pouring out of her. We talked until we heard the sound of my father's car on the gravel driveway. A sudden panic seized us. She squeezed my hand one last time, a smile on her face. "Our secret," she whispered, and then she turned back to the sink, resuming her washing as if nothing had happened. I bolted from the kitchen, my heart racing, and made it to my room just as the front door opened. The rest of the evening passed in usual suffocating silence, but this time it felt different. It was charged with my secret. When she looked at me, "Are you okay? What's wrong? Is it too much?"
It's fine.
"Is it fine? You're having an emotional breakdown." Do you want me to stop reading it? What's happening? Bro. Are you going to be okay?
Yep. Keep going. Are
you sure? I'm trying to look at how much more we got here. The writer's hitting you. I mean, when she looked across the dinner table, there was a new light in her eyes, a shared knowledge. It was the first time in my life I felt like I had an ally in that house. We continued our secret conversations for the next few days. Whenever my father was out, we would talk. I learned about her favorite books, the music she loved, the places she dreamed of traveling. She was vibrant and intelligent and funny. She was a whole person, a person my father had tried to bury, and with every word we shared, I felt like I was helping her claw her way out of the grave he had dug for her. My anger at him grew every passing day. He was a monster, a quiet, methodical monster who had stolen my mother from me. I started to think about what to do. Should I confront him? Should I take her and leave? I felt a fierce protective instinct I'd never known before. I would not let him hurt her anymore. Then came yesterday morning. Here we go. I woke up and the house was silent, too silent. There was no smell of coffee brewing, no sound of my father's radio murmuring the morning news from the kitchen. I lay in bed for a while, waiting, with the silent stretch becoming unnatural, unnerving. This one's good. I like it. I'm hoping this takes a turn to something paranormal and not just utter sadness from a neglected lady. Please don't be upset. You're ruining the creepypasta. Okay. Think about it. Maybe she's a witch or a dog man or something.
Well, that doesn't make it better because the oldest always calls me a witch. Because I can do things with my fingers. He always calls me a witch.
Well, when you're doing spells and stuff, you know. Everything's going to be okay. I feel like you're getting this is just a story, okay? It's made up. It's not real. You know that, right? Okay.
I know.
You'll be all right. You want me to finish this?
Yeah, I have to know what happens.
All right, well, that's it. That's the end. All right. I finally got up and went downstairs. The kitchen was empty. The coffee pot was cold. The newspaper was still on the front porch. A prickle of unease ran down my spine. I checked the whole ground floor. No one. I went upstairs and knocked on their bedroom door. No answer. I pushed it open. The room was empty. The bed was neatly made. My father's side of the closet was open, his clothes hanging in their usual meticulous rows. Her side was the same. Nothing seemed out of place, yet the absence of them was a screaming void. Panic started to set in. I checked the garage. His car was gone. My first thought was that he'd left early for work, but he never did that without telling me. And where was she? Did he take her somewhere? The thought sent a jolt of fear through me. Had he found out about our secret? I spent the whole day in a state of escalating anxiety. I called my father's cell phone a dozen times and went straight to voicemail every time. I called his office. His secretary said he hadn't shown up, which had never happened before. I didn't know what to call. I didn't know who to call about her. She didn't have a cell phone. She didn't have any friends that I knew of. Her entire world was contained within the walls of our house. By evening, I was frantic. I paced the empty rooms, the silence of the house pressing in on me. Had he hurt her? Had he taken her away to punish her, to punish me? The darkest possibilities began to spiral in my mind. I had to do something. I had to find a clue, anything that would tell me where they went. My search led back to their bedroom. It felt like a violation to be in there, to go through their things, but I was desperate. I looked through the drawers, under the bed, in the closet, nothing. It was just a room, unnaturally tidy and impersonal. Then I saw it. On the floor of my father's closet, tucked behind a row of shoes, was a small wooden chest. I'd never seen that before. It was unlocked. My hands trembled as I lifted the lid. Inside were journals, a stack of them, all identical black, leather-bound notebooks, the kind my father used for work. I pulled out the one on top. His neat, precise handwriting filled the page. The first entry was dated over 15 years ago. I sat on the edge of their bed, The scent of his cologne still faint on the pillows, and I began to read. Should we just stop? This one's good, bro. I'm feeling this one. You're locked in.
What happened to the mom?
If this is something where the dad is just a nut job and killed the mom, you are never going to want to read one of these. I'll have to start screening these. Like if it's something dark like that, you're never going to want to do one of these again unless I've read it to make sure it's not something. And I've read like some of the ones like the podcasts I've listened to and some of the ones I've read, you just get into them and you go, oh my God, like who wrote this? I'm hoping this doesn't go that way.
If it does, you have to buy me something.
I have to buy you something.
This weekend, you have to buy me something.
Okay. Like a taco?
Like shoes.
Shoes. Big ticket items. October 12th. It's been a year since the accident. The house feels so empty, a hollowed out shell. I look at my son and I see her eyes. The pain is so fresh, it's like it happened yesterday. He's only 3, too young to understand. He asked for mama. How do I explain to a 3-year-old that she's never coming back? So I'm assuming she's dead. Wow, if she's dead, bro. That's super creepy. Are you gonna, oh my God. Come on, dude. You watch scary movies, like, do you want me to stop reading this? Do you want me to do it by myself? The police report called it a freak accident. A down power line in the storm. Wrong place, wrong time. It doesn't feel like a freak accident. It feels like a theft. The world has stolen her from us. My blood ran cold. I read the entry again, and then a third time. An accident? She died? No, it was impossible. I had just spoken to her yesterday. I had just held her hand. It was a mistake, a different journal, something, but was his handwriting? It was his handwriting, his room. I kept reading, a sense of dread coiling in my stomach. May 3rd, 2 years later. He did it again today. He was playing in the living room with his blocks, and he just stopped and pointed toward the kitchen. He said, Mama is making cookies. Oh my God, bro. Ruiner of podcast. Are you okay?
I made cookies.
Huh? You made cookies? Yeah, I know. Should I just turn your mic off? What are you doing?
It's fine.
Okay, Sam, this is a made-up story, okay?
I know.
Lock in. We gotta finish it. She's a ghost, okay? Okay? Are you gonna be okay?
Oh.
Huh?
Yep.
No?
Yep. Go on.
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
They're supposed to be scary. I didn't know it was gonna be sad.
Alright, going forward, you can't pick titles that have mom.
I'll try to pre-screen them. I picked one.
Oh my God!
I thought it was.
She makes cookies. Like fuck you.
Okay.
Oh, oh Jesus Christ! Almighty.
Are you picturing yourself being the mother? Is that what's getting you? You gotta chill out. These are supposed to be fun and like.
Yo, again, this is fucking fun. Fuck you.
All right.
God.
How many paragraphs are we? Oh, we got a whole bunch left. Oh shit. This ain't gonna go well. Woo. Do you want to just scrap this thing and people can read it themselves?
Nope. Keep going, motherfucker. Keep going. I may have to go get a shot of vodka in a minute. But yeah.
If you want to, go do that and I'll keep reading.
You fucking kidding me?
Alright.
How many years since she died?
I mean, she died when he was little, so he's like 20 now. It's only a matter of 20s. So, you know. But you got to think about it like.
And she makes cookies?
Well, he said he saw her doing it.
I fucking make cookies.
Well, a lot of people make fucking cookies. Calm down.
But my kids love cookies.
All kids love cookies.
But they like my cookies. They only want mine.
Oh my god. Okay,
You don't know how to make them.
We gotta get through this here.
We're fucked.
The kitchen was empty. I told him Mama was in heaven, like we'd practiced. He just shook his head. No, she's right there, he said, and he described her. He described the yellow dress she was buried in.
Fuck.
I felt.
Fuck, goddamn, fuck me.
I felt a coldness spread through me that had nothing to do with the temperature in the room. He's 5. His imagination is running wild, that's all. May 28th. It's not his imagination. He talks to her every day now. I've started to see glimpses, a flicker of movement in the corner of my eye when he says she's walking past, a faint scent of her perfume in a room she supposedly just left. This morning, I was in the hall and he was in his room chatting away. I asked who he was talking to. Mama, he said. She's singing me a song. And then I heard it, faintly through the door, a lullaby, the one she used to sing to him. I almost threw up. You're going to have a hard time with this. I should probably just read it by myself. Like, it's sad.
Keep going.
You can't just bawl on the podcast. You got to chill out, okay?
That's why I have a beach towel.
I confronted it today, June 15th. My son was sitting on the sofa talking to the empty space next to him. I stood in the doorway and said her name. I asked her what she wanted. My son looked at me, his eyes wide with fear, and the air in the room grew heavy, cold. A pressure built against my eardrums. I felt a sense of malevolence, of pure hatred directed at me. It looked like her. It sounded like her. But when I forced myself to look at the spot that my son was staring at, I saw it. Just for a second, the shape of her was there. But the eyes were black pits, empty and ancient and wrong. That thing is not my wife. My wife is gone. This is something else, a parasite wearing her memory. My breath hitched in my chest. I felt a wave of nausea. This was insane. He was insane. He was grieving. He had gone mad. That had to be it. I gripped the journal tighter, my knuckles white. I've tried everything. Priest, mediums, it says July 1st. I've tried everything. Priest, mediums, paranormal investigators. They either think I'm crazy or they leave the house pale and shaken, telling me they can't help. One of them told me it's a mimic, a shade. He said it's drawn to the grief, to my son's energy, and it seems it will never leave us. Even if we left this place, it will just follow. He said the worst thing we can do is give it what it wants, acknowledgement. Attention is sustenance. Recognition is power. If we feed it, it will grow stronger. It will latch on to him. It will consume him. So I have a plan. It's terrible, a cruel plan. It will make my son hate me. It will make me a monster in his eyes, but it's the only way I can think to protect him. We have to starve it. We have to pretend it isn't there. We have to cut off its food supply. We will not look at it. We will not speak to it. We will not acknowledge its existence. We will live in a house with a ghost and pretend we are alone. May God forgive me for what I'm about to do to my own child. The journal fell from my hands, landing with a soft thud on the carpet. The room was spinning. Every memory of my childhood, every silent dinner, every sharp glance from my father, it all rearranged itself in my mind into a new and terrifying picture.
Jesus Christ. Did this actually happen to someone?
No, it's a story.
I know, but those are grave, super detailed.
No, it's a story, sweetie. That's what I said. You can't get it's like watching a sad movie or a scary movie. It's not real, you know. You gotta remember it's a story. Lock it in. Sam's new to creepypasta. She's adjusting live on the air. You okay? I really have to piss now. I scrambled for the last...
You won't ever let the children ignore me, right?
I will never. I'm going to go pee because this has a good little bit left, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You're going to edit this out?
Yeah, I'll just chop that.
You're going to bring me in.
Tuesday. We spoke to it tonight. I knew it was coming. I've seen the way he's been looking at it lately. The guilt in his eyes. He thinks I'm the villain. I suppose I am. I would rather he hate me and be safe than love me and be lost. But now he's broken the rule. He's opened the door. When I came home, the air in the house was different, thicker, charged. And it looked stranger, more solid. The sadness in its eyes had been replaced by something else, triumph. I have to end this, the old man. The one who had called it a mimic, he gave me a final option, a last resort. He said if it ever got a true foothold, if it ever fed enough to become fully anchored here, there was a ritual, a way to bind it, but it requires a sacrifice, a trade, an anchor for an anchor. He told me it would probably kill me, but what life have I been living anyway? A jailer in my own home, hated by his own son. If this is the price to set him free, I will pay it. He's talking to it again. I can hear them whispering in the kitchen. I love you, my son. I hope one day you'll understand. I hope you'll forgive me. This was the last entry. So his disappearance and the car being gone. He went to perform the ritual, to sacrifice himself, to save me from the thing he said it took my mother from. My blood turned to ice water. I thought of her hand in mine, how cold her skin was. I thought of her words, "You can finally see me," as if my sight was something to be earned. I thought of her triumphant eyes across the dinner table, and then I heard it. A soft, sweet sound from the bottom of the stairs, humming. That strange little tune she was humming by the window. A floorboard creaked in the hall downstairs, then another. I scrambled off the bed, my body acting on pure instinct, and threw the lock on the bedroom door. The click sounded deafeningly loud in the silence. I backed away from the door, my heart trying to beat its way out of my chest. My eyes darted around the room, looking for an escape that wasn't there. The window was 2 stories up. Her footsteps were on the stairs now, slow, deliberate, not the light, almost soundless way she used to move. These steps had weight, they had substance. She was stronger now. I had made her stronger. The humming stopped right outside the door. "Sweetheart?" Her voice, it was my mother's voice, but it was different. It was coated in a thick, cloying sweetness that made my skin crawl. Are you in there? I was so worried. I woke up and the house was empty. I pressed myself against the wall, the far wall, my hand over my mouth to stifle my own ragged breathing. "I talked to your father," she called through the door. The sound was so clear it was like she was standing right next to me. "He called. He's so sorry, honey, for everything. He explained it all. He knows he was wrong to keep us apart." My mind screamed, "Liar, liar, he's gone. You know he's gone." "He said he just needs a few days to clear his head," the sweet voice continued. "But he gave us his blessing. He wants us to finally have time together, just you and me. Isn't that wonderful?" Silence. I held my breath, praying she would think I wasn't there, but she would just go away. "I know you're in there, honey. I can feel you. Come on, open the door. I'm going to make you some pancakes, just like I used to." She never used to make me pancakes. "Please, son, don't shut me out again. Not after you finally let me in. It's all going to be okay now. I'm here. I'll take care of you. We'll be a proper family." The words hung in the air, thick and venomous. A silence followed, stretching for a few agonizing heartbeats. Then a new sound, a soft metallic scrape. The doorknob began to jiggle, slowly at first, then with more force. Click, rattle, click. My breath caught in my throat. It was trying to get in. It was physically trying to reach me. I backed away until my shoulders hit the cold wall, my eyes wide and fixed on the trembling brass knob. The wood around the lock groaned under the pressure. My phone was in my pocket. The weight of it was a sudden, desperate comfort. My hands were slick with sweat as I fumbled to pull it out. My thumb hovered over the emergency call button. What could I possibly say? There's a woman in my house who looks and sounds like my mother, but my dad's journals say she died 15 years ago, and this thing is a mimic that feeds on attention. They would send an ambulance with a straitjacket, not a squad car with armed officers. The rattling stopped. For a moment, there was nothing, a profound, terrifying quiet, and then a new sound began, a soft, rhythmic scratching on the other side of the door, like long fingernails dragging slowly, deliberately down the grain of the wood. Scrape, scrape, over and over, a sound that was patient and possessive. That was it. I didn't care how crazy I sounded. I stabbed the call button. A calm voice answered, 911, what's your emergency? I cut my hand over the phone speaker. My voice, a choked, ragged whisper. There's an intruder in my house. I'm locked in my bedroom upstairs. Can you describe them, sir? The dispatcher asked, her voice perfectly level. The scratching continued, a counterpoint to her professional calm. I can't. I haven't seen them. I just hear them. They're right outside my door. Please, you have to hurry. There was a functional pause on the other end. A unit is on its way, sir. Can you stay on the line with me? No, I whispered, my eyes locked on the door. I can't make any noise. I ended the call before she could protest. The scratching stopped. The instant the call disconnected, as if it heard, as if it knew. The silence that rushed back in was somehow heavier, more menacing than before. It's waiting. It knows I've called for help. It knows its time might be limited, or maybe it's just enjoying this. See? Demonic.
She wants to take her baby boy with her.
It's not her though. I don't think it's her. It's like a demonic thing. Like that's what it said. It's like it draws on like the negative, like whatever. So it was acting like her. Like that was what the people that had come and told the dad said, you've got a dark like entity or whatever. It's not her. It's just disguising as her. And it's trying to get you to bait it in and acknowledge it.
I want to say something, but I don't know if anyone watches it.
What?
Maybe it's the devil in her.
It's the devil? I mean, yeah, it's something dark, obviously. That's the whole thing.
Like if the devil's in you.
What? In who?
I'll tell you after.
I'm trapped in this room. I've called the police, and I don't know if they can even do anything. I don't know what they'll find when they arrive. What if it's just gone when they get here? They'll find my dad's journals, they'll see the state I'm in, and they'll think I'm the one who's broken. But all I can do is wait for them. I'm writing all this down, getting it all out as fast as I can on my phone. I need someone to know the truth. I need you to know what really happened in case they don't believe me, in case something bad happens to me before they get here. That's the end of it. So that's how the creepypasta, it leaves you with that, like, what the fuck was that? Like, so you don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pre-screen these.
Why? Is that would just wreck you? But that's what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to be.
We can talk about it off record.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are you okay? You gonna be okay? No, just broken. You're broken emotionally from. This is a Reddit creator. Okay, it's not a real story. Okay.
I know.
But it's too much. Okay. Well, going forward, I'll start reading them ahead of time.
So, you know, you have the curtains.
Huh?
The curtains.
The curtains, like from
the curtains in the Ace of Lemonade.
from the old podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, I have to use beach towels to wipe away my tears.
Okay. So what we'll do is I like reading them where I don't know what's gonna happen, but
No,
no.
I don't want you to like not know what's gonna happen. I want you to like read them and not know. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, can you imagine how many views we're gonna get? I cried on the podcast.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, that's what the story's supposed to do. It's supposed to elicit like that kind of response. Like that's a true response of like what was going on in the story. Like it hits you. As they say, it hits you in the feels.
Well, I'm gonna write you. I'm gonna find one about a dad.
Okay.
Make you cry.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I thought it was great. I love that
I
one.
saw the title about a mom and thought it was be a great one to read.
Well, I thought I didn't know it was
Christ.
good. I didn't know it was going to go that in depth with all the sadness, where it was going to like
Who needs curtains when you have a beach towel? If you've ever watched our episodes before,
So normally Sam has been
nose.
laughing so hard she's had to dry her
Yeah.
face like on our curtains in our old setup in the kitchen.
But in this one, I've had to wipe away the tears.
Well, that's a good story though. Overall, though.
Fuck you, it's a good story. Like, Jesus Christ.
Overall, so I'm gonna message this guy on Reddit. I'm like, we gotta get a part 2, bro. What happens? But that's the whole thing with
Okay, I'll tell you this, if you get a part 2, I'm going to bed.
the whole point in these is it's supposed to most of the good creepypastas, we talked about this a little bit last week, they end with that cliffhanger where you're like, what happened? And that's what I like about
I'm
a lot of
so
them.
happy he got his cliffhanger. Because now I'm going to go to bed.
I can finish the story if you want. I can write something up and finish it for you if you want me to do that. And then you'll know what happened. I woke up in my bed. I was 6
It was all a fucking dream.
I was 6 years old, and it had been a horrible nightmare. My mom was making pancakes. And my dad.
Is it Will Smith that says you woke up in a dream?
Which one?
Well, I woke up and it was all a dream.
No.
Beginning of
A song? Will Smith movie?
what was the show he was on? Will Smith.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Woke up and it was all a dream.
No, that's not.
No?
No.
I thought it was.
I was born in West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. That's where I spend most of my days.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That has nothing.
I don't know. I'm emotionally like.
Well, let's do this. Let's pretend at the end of that.
Yeah, let's
he
pretend.
woke up from a bad dream, and his mom and dad came into his room, and the next morning.
I don't want my boys to have a dream like that.
And then they had pancakes, and then they went outside and played in the sprinklers or something, and everything was fine. And he went to
we can't play
fourth grade, or
We can't play in the sprinklers tomorrow.
well, yeah, it's cold. It's cold out, freezing outside, so you can't do that. But I thought it was good. That was good. So that's where I like a lot of the shorter ones that I found. Like we talked about at the beginning of the
I've
show.
never had bags on any of our episodes. I have bags under my eyes right now
From
because
crying.
of this one.
Yeah. But
I had to go. I literally went inside and cried hard for a minute, and then came back in here.
it's just a story.
But when you're a mom, it's different.
I know. It hit you in the feels, but that's like the good thing. Like
It's so
it elicits
different.
that like response of like, oh shit, like.
Just level with me for a minute. Like,
Okay.
my biggest nightmare
Okay.
is my kids growing up without me.
Okay.
It's like if I died.
Yeah.
Well, it was a car accident, it was cancer, or it was some other thing. Like, let's be honest, in women, it's going to be cancer.
Okay.
Like, that hit hard.
Okay. Well, okay. So we'll stick. You want to stick to? I mean, I've listened.
I'm not good right now. I'm not well. I'm not well right now.
Well, we'll go watch something funny. I've listened to a couple of podcasts where I've listened to them. Some of them you listen to and I've listened to some of them and paused them and been like, there is no way you could possibly listen to this. Like, there's some of them are so dark. And like I told you, some of them some of the podcasts you're an hour into it and you're like, this is getting so dark, but I have to know what happens. It's like a scary movie that's an hour 45 and you stop it at an hour 20 because it's too intense. You're like, well, did they get out?
Honestly,
what happened? Did they survive the Amityville? Or
I don't remember the little boy's name, but when it happened, they were searching the ponds outside of my office for him.
okay,
It was 2000.
like it went missing.
2014, 2015. Went missing here in town.
Yeah.
And they were searching the ponds right outside of my office. That was dark.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was like I was an emotional
The biggest
ball of emotions because that child at that time when he went missing and he died was the same age as our oldest at that time, and I like.
Well, the biggest thing is these are stories written by somebody like.
So they're not true.
It's
which
not.
I know.
It's not a true story. It's the same thing as watching a scary movie or a sad movie or whatever. At the end of the day, you have to go. It's just a movie. The hard thing is like, I'll say this: the writer did a great job because he hit you in your feels with his words.
Hit me! I hate you.
So
whoever wrote that, I'm sorry, but I fucking hate you right now.
But see, the thing is, like with a movie, it's easier to do because there's actors. But he did such a good job painting the narrative that it got you like thinking, "Holy shit!" Like it got you emotionally just with writing. When you can do that with words, you're doing a good damn job of writing a story. Because if you can read a book or read something like that and it hits you that deep, you're like, "Damn, that's a good story." So I'll give him to me, I mean, 10 out of 10 on the feels, but I mean, that was a good story.
The feels, fucker.
That's a good story. So
You made me cry on national or YouTube.
on the tube. Well, let's do this. Why don't we go watch something funny? You want to go watch Super Troopers or something? We can go watch something like that and kind of lighten the mood a little bit, huh? Go watch The Boys.
These Nosh berries taste like Shosh
We'll go watch Super Troopers or something kind of or old school. Bring it back to a level before bedtime. All right, guys. I hope you liked it. We will see you guys next week. Let us know.
I appreciated me crying on TV.
Let us know if you like the creepypastas. We'll keep doing them. We will see you guys next week. Later.